Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at the voices behind 10 of the emotions in Inside Out 2, and where you've seen or heard them before.
We are just super jazzed to be here. Where can I put my stuff?
Number 10, June Squibb Nostalgia as Kate Grant, Nebraska.
Remember when we all finally came up to headquarters?
Nostalgia.
That was like 30 seconds ago, nostalgia.
Yeah, those were the days.
Nostalgia usually doesn't hit people hard until their 20s and beyond. Of course, you're never too old to miss something or someone. With Riley at another turning point, the other emotions have their first brush with nostalgia, voiced by June Squibb. While this character actress has been active for decades, her big break came during her 80s when she starred in Alexander Payne's Nebraska, receiving an Oscar nomination.
Have you lost your marbles too? Get your father out of your car this goddamn instant. You need to help me. I'm the one who does all the work around here.
In a film so bleak it had to be shot in black and white, Squibb's Kate is a constant source of humor.
He wanted in my pants too, but
She may share too much information, but when defending her loved ones, you'll be glad she always speaks her mind.
I don't believe the nerve of you people. Usually a person has to die before the vultures start circling.
Although Kate has lived a full life, there's still plenty of life left in her. Number 9, Lisa Lapira, Disgust as Robin. Don't trust the bee in apartment 23. Reportedly due to a pay dispute, Mindy Kaling opted not to reprise her role as Disgust.
Riley is acting so weird. Why is she acting so weird?
For the sequel, Pixar turned to Lisa Lapira, who's popped up in various crime dramas. Her best comedic work was arguably on the tragically short-lived Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23. In the pilot, Lapira's Robin delivers the title drop, although the bee isn't bleeped.
Are you here for the roommate posting?
Oh, yes. In fact, I
Don't trust the in apartment 23.
Despite resorting to foul language, Robin is obsessed with her former roommate Chloe, so much so that she moves to apartment 21.
How's it feel being on the short end of the stick? Huh? Yeah, it's payback time.
While Robin may never be more than a blip in Chloe's self-absorbed universe, she becomes a welcome addition to this ensemble piece, with Lapira upgraded from a guest to a series regular in the second and unfortunately last season.
But I was just happy to split a pot pie with Chloe.
Number 8, Adèle Exarchopoulos, Ennui as Adèle. Blue is the warmest color. Those who didn't spend French class looking at their phones will know that ennui translates to boredom.
That's ennui.
On what?
It's what you would call the boredom.
This new emotion is voiced by French actress Adèle Exarchopoulos. It may be a coincidence, but we're willing to wager that ennui's indigo color is a nod to Exarchopoulos' most beloved film. Exarchopoulos garnered a worldwide acclaim for her performance as Adèle in the love story Blue is the Warmest Colour.
Alors qu'est-ce que tu fais toute seule ici? Je sais pas. Je suis arrivée ici par hasard un peu.
Adèle gets caught up in a passionate romance with Léa Seydoux' Emma, who stands out with striking blue hair. The film's success largely rests on the shoulders of the two leads. Adèle perhaps evolves the most throughout the years-spanning story as a young woman coming out of her shell, embracing her sexuality on the road to independence.
Pardon, je sais même pas comment demander pardon.
Number 7, Tony Hale, Fear as Forky, Toy Story 4. Like Mindy Kaling, Bill Hader won't return as Fear in Inside Out 2.
Sure, it's the coward's way out, but this coward's gonna survive.
The role thus went on to Tony Hale, who's no stranger to Pixar. The comedic actor received an Annie nomination for voicing eating utensil turned plaything Forky in Toy Story 4.
Trash.
No. That's the trash. These are your friends.
Hale was already known for playing over-anxious characters like Buster Bluth and Gary Walsh, making him an ideal fit for a spork who believes he belongs in the trash rather than a toy box. Through Woody, Forky realizes his self-worth, seeing how much he matters to Bonnie. Fear is a somewhat similar role. Live without fear is a popular phrase, but when danger is charging towards you, fear can be an essential emotion to hold on to, not throw away.
I will explain everything.
How am I, alive?
I don't know.
Number 6. Paul Walter Hauser, Embarrassment as Stingray, Cobra Kai.
What's your name, big fella? That's Embarrassment.
Some people turn red with embarrassment. On the inside, though, they may be turning pink. At least that's the case for Riley, whose embarrassment is voiced by Paul Walter Hauser. This versatile actor has appeared in a wide range of movies and shows as of late. His most recognizable role is likely Raymond Porter, aka Stingray, on Cobra Kai. As karate makes a comeback, Stingray finds himself in a class of younger students. How much younger? Let's just say Stingray is the only one old enough to remember the 80s. Some might find this embarrassing, but Stingray is either too oblivious or just in denial.
But Sensei, I'm one of the guys, you know.
You will never be Cobra Kai. You get that?
That isn't until he gets an emotional beating from John Kreese and a physical one from Terry Silver. That stings. Number 5. Lewis Black, Anger, as Professor Crawley, The Big Bang Theory. This comedian has based much of his career around heated rants. Who better to voice the embodiment of anger in Inside Out?
He's that feeling in the back of your head when you stub your toe, or you end up stuck in traffic, or have your dinner interrupted by a telemarketer.
While primarily known for his stand-up and Daily Show duties, Black has various acting credits to his name. He had a brief yet impactful guest spot on The Big Bang Theory as Professor Crawley, an entomologist whose lab loses its funding.
Excuse me, are you Professor Crawley?
Who wants to know?
This being a Lewis Black character, he doesn't take it well. Given his fondness for insects, Crawley might not hurt a fly, but he'll crush a person's spirit with his words alone.
Can you identify our cricket?
Of course I can. I can identify every insect and arachnid on the planet. Not that that's going to keep me from having to move in with my daughter in Oxnard. And we're not talking Oxnard at the beach. No, we're talking Oxnard in the onion fields.
Armed with Black's signature firecracker voice, Crawley becomes more intense with every moment on screen. He even does the impossible, driving a speechless Sheldon Cooper to admit defeat.
So when I tell you that that's a common field cricket, you can take that to the damn bank, because God knows I can't. That tramp took me for everything.
Well, apparently I was wrong.
Number 4. Ayo Edebiri, Envy, as Sydney Adamu, the Bear. Ayo Edebiri might be Cyan with Envy in Inside Out too.
I'm Envy! Oh, look at your hair. Oh yeah, not happening.
Considering how her filmography has exploded with credits in recent years, though, the rest of Hollywood should envy her.
The school. Not the point, Hazel. Not the point.
Following a series of stand-up and TV writing gigs, the masses noticed Edebiri's star power when The Bear debuted.
You want a star?
I think it'd be nice, yeah.
Godspeed.
Thank you.
Edebiri stars as Sydney, a newcomer at a Chicago restaurant who has unlimited potential, but is still finding her place in this new environment.
At this point, I'm putting so much into this,
I know.
And I don't know, man. It's the same thing that you've been saying.
I know.
A kitchen is like a body, and every chef is an emotion. It can get chaotic and messy, but when everyone does their part accordingly, the results can only be described with a chef's kiss.
Great. Thanks, Chef.
What?
It's great. Thank you, Chef.
Sydney plays an essential role as new life is breathed into the restaurant, winning Edebiri an Emmy. Number 3. Phyllis Smith, Sadness, as Phyllis Vance, The Office. Inside Out producer Jonas Rivera thought Phyllis Smith would be perfect for the voice of Sadness after seeing her meekly eat lunch opposite Cameron Diaz in Bad Teacher.
Yeah, ugh, yeah. You're gonna find someone great.
Any Office fan could also tell you that Smith perfected this role long before entering the recording booth.
Hi, are there any local companies that rent anti-gravity machines?
Anti-gravity machines?
That's right, yeah.
What do they do exactly?
They make you feel lighter.
Smith was originally a casting associate for the sitcom, but she worked off the actors so well during auditions that a role was made for her. Smith's character is often undermined and mistreated at work, feeding into her insecurities.
I wonder what people like about me. Probably my jugs.
Working at Dunder Mifflin has its perks, however. Namely, it's in the same building as Vance Refrigeration, leading her to meet Bob Vance. Around this time, things start looking up for Phyllis as she becomes more outspoken in the office.
Ooh, show me some attitude. Oh, God! Oh, no.
Number 2, Maya Hawke, Anxiety, as Robin Buckley. Stranger Things. Maya Hawke was so anxious when she auditioned for the role of Anxiety that she got choked up.
Hello? I'm Anxiety. Where can I put my stuff?
A new emotion!
Director Kelsey Mann also felt moved to tears during her audition. When considered Hawke's most well-known character, Robin Buckley, anxiety might not be the first word that comes to mind.
Hello, I can hear you. Actually, I can hear everything. You are both extremely loud.
As confident as Robin might be on the surface, she certainly isn't without this emotion. Behind her sharp tongue and fearless attitude, Robin has been holding back her sexual identity.
Tammy Thompson's a girl.
Steve.
Yeah? Oh.
She has no problem talking to Steve, but when she comes face to face with a girl she likes, the words can get jumbled in her throat. This fan-favorite character served as a breakout role for Hawke, making her famous parentage an afterthought.
I can speak Spanish and French and Italian, and I've been in band for 12 years. My ears are little geniuses, trust me.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Amy Poehler, Joy, as Leslie Knope, Parks and Recreation. Amy Poehler has been bringing joy to audiences for decades, from her SNL tenure to her turn as Leslie Knope. Leslie perhaps best prepared Poehler to voice Joy in Inside Out.
This is Joy, coming to you live in Riley's mind. Make some noise!
This proud deputy director is a ray of optimism in an otherwise unproductive government workplace.
Who knows when we'll all be together like this again?
It's often up to Leslie to rally her team together, much like how Joy tries to keep the other emotions in order. Just as Joy can't do everything on her own, neither can Leslie. As dysfunctional as the Parks Department can be, it does ultimately function as Leslie's team deals with incompetent politicians, disgruntled citizens, and children of all ages. The park isn't all fun and games, but when Leslie's in charge, work is a lot more fun. What other roles do you recognize the cast of Inside Out 2 from? Share their filmographies in the comments.
Boy, are we so lucky we ran into you guys! Boy, are we so lucky we ran into you guys!
Wow, those guys are jerks.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.